McGuire trying to get out of his own skate. Turnover at center. Here's 88. Lindros makes the move. And Lindros is hammered down to the ice by Scott Stevens. And Lindros remains down on the ice as all the other players come together.
It was a 1-on-4 for Lindros. He's coming through. He beats Niedermeyer. Head is down. And it's a shoulder right to the jaw of Lindros. And he has no clue this is coming. This is a freight train coming his way. A freight train. And it is a wicked hit.
You have to feel for Lindros and everything he has tried to battle back from. He took a brief pop on the button on his chin from Steve Kelly of the Devils in game number 6. Lindros was okay.
Defended a bit by Chris Letang. Hornquist on the body. Now, Sean Couturier walks in. Thwarted. Murray can't get it. He scores! Sean Couturier does it again!
Couturier chips to Farabee. Now Konechny. Dangles. Got it in front and scores! Here. Now here's Lawton. He spots Sanheim, who scores! Travis Sanheim! Oh, and Tippett, turbocharge time. Tippett spins, backhander, he scores! Somehow, slips it across for York. York, the shot blocked, and then he backs it in, he scores! 42 goals in shootouts in his career, almost a 40% rate. Weaves his way in, glove save, Harrison!
But help one another. But I tell you, if you're not going to be stiff, you're not going to play. I'm warning you all.
From the Oshawa Generals of the OHL, Eric Lindros.
And here comes Lindros moving ahead. Lindros around and let's go!
That's what the people came to see.
Flyers are proud to select from St. Petersburg in the KHL, Matvei Michkov.
Effective out high or down low. Here he is out high. Holds, waits, fires, and scores! Matvei Michkov has his first goal at the Wells Fargo Center.
And in closing, I'd just like to say thank you to the fans of Philadelphia who've supported us when we weren't so good. We're getting better, and we're going to do it. Thank you.
All right, Philadelphia. It is finally time for our first NHL 25 GM mode commentary, but more importantly, for the first time in 2BC history, we are taking control of the Philadelphia Flyers. And Flyer fans, I promise you, your team is in the right hands. I will stop the pain. Dating back to 1976, the Philadelphia Flyers have lost 6 straight Stanley Cup finals. They haven't made the playoffs 4 years in a row. And when you look at the draft picks they could have had in the 2010s, my God, thanks a lot, Ron Hextall. No more. The pain ends today. It's my first day on the job. GM Superbman is in Philly. And with my first decision, watch this. I am going to hire Philly legend Eric Lindros to be my assistant GM. I've had success in the past. Phil Kessel was our assistant GM in Utah. Look what he did. I need some respect from the players in the locker room. The Big E will give me that. And you know what? Back in the day, he promised to bring a Stanley Cup to Philly. I'm going to help Lindros fulfill that promise. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. So before we get started, I want to go over all the boring stuff. First up, rosters. I can already hear the comment section right now. Johnny, use the Vasi and Tactics HD rosters. Listen, guys, those guys put a great amount of effort and time into those rosters, right? But I have been doing this for a long time, and created players always simulate a little bit funky. I cannot vouch for all the created players in these rosters. So I'm going to be using the vanilla EA Sports November 20th rosters. This way, if you want to play along, if you want to try to build a better team, you can do it. I do suggest if you're looking for an in-depth approach, you try out these rosters. These guys put so much time and effort in. They actually had to do it twice because the coach update, right? And that's why I always wait to get my series started. We got John Tortorella in the game, baby. But check these guys out on YouTube. Vasi, Tactic HD, and Tugi. They all do a great job. They made some great rosters. But for the sake of this series, I am going to use EA Sports' vanilla November 20th rosters, and that's that. Next up, we have the basic settings. I just want to keep you guys on board here so that if you'd like to copy and paste and start up your own GM mode at home, you can. Obviously, I'm selecting the Philadelphia Flyers. Division realignment, not touching anything right there. Career mode, all right, so I tried a bunch of these different settings. We're going to go back with what works for our series. Owner mode, off. Don't care about budgets and revenue and all that stuff. Fantasy draft, off. Salary cap, that thing's going to be on. GM firing automatically goes off because owner mode is off. Head coach edit lines, I'm going to turn that sucker off. Fog of war, off. Do not like that at all. Auto sign free agents, off. Auto staff management, off. Player morale. Played around with this a little bit. Again, I just feel like EA Sports hasn't nailed this mechanic, so I'm going to turn that sucker off. Computer trades are going to be on. So there are my career settings. Overview, rules and settings. All right, so let's jump in here. We're going to go through everything one by one, and I'm going to give you guys my reasoning, all right? So first off, injuries are going to be on, something that you have to deal with. Period length, 20 minutes. Fantasy draft, off. Authentic cap penalties are going to be on. Auto save, I'm going to turn that sucker off. All right, now we have run into some issues with the game crashing in Be A Pro. I'm hoping that has been fixed for GM mode. That would be the worst thing imaginable, but auto save is going to be off. 25 years, computer trades on. Difficulty. All right, so sometimes we will jump in and watch the AI versus AI. We figured out that Pro is the best difficulty for this. This difficulty does not impact the simulation whatsoever. So when we jump into overtime games, I want to actually be able to enjoy the gameplay. So I'm throwing it on Pro. I'll show you guys my sliders another time, all right? Authentic, NHL salary cap, trade difficulty. We're going to leave that on medium. Waivers is going to be on. Relocation, fog of war, all that stuff, that's off. What do we got here at the bottom? Auto scouting. All right, so we might as well bring this up right now. I've seen some complaints that the scouting was too easy for me with Utah, with our surgical scouting, and I got all the low elites on my team. So what we're going to do this year, I can hire scouts, I can do some last-minute scouting within a month of the draft, but over the course of the regular season, all I can do is put the scouts in the specific region. What the scout does in that region is completely up to them. This should level the playing field a little bit because scouting, it becomes way too easy if you really do micromanage it. So auto scouting for both, sure. Auto staff management, that's going to be off, all right? So I'd love to hear what you guys have to say with the new rules for scouting. We're going to have new rules for coaches as well and budgets and all that stuff. Minor league head coach, no. The NHL injury return, playable, yeah. Auto rotate goalies is going to be on. All right, so here's where it gets fun. You can upgrade your sim engine scoring, but the default for sim engine shot frequency has already been bumped by EA. So you are getting 50, 60, even 70 goal scorers now. So we don't need to change anything here. But the draft class quality, all right? This setting controls the frequency of a strong draft class occurring. You always get that message around December telling you whether it's going to be a strong draft or not. I don't want to touch that, but I do want to increase the generated prospect quality. This setting controls the quality of prospects generated in the NHL entry draft. I want to put that up to high. The reason being, if you go back to my Utah Yeti series, there was only 2 franchise players over 12 years that came into the NHL. It was Bear Ernie and Jared Vesey. But EA, with their rosters and the overall numbers that they want their players, there are so many franchise players, right? Franchise doesn't mean generational anymore. So I want more franchise players, especially defensemen, because by the time you get to year 8, year 9, year 10, the defensemen are like horrible, man. So we are putting the generated prospect quality to high, but we are leaving the draft class quality at medium. So you could still get a weak draft class, but I'm hoping for some more franchise potential players with that, all right? Everything else, we are leaving the exact same way. Trade offer notifications. Yeah, that's all that. And I will get to the gameplay sliders in another video. I don't need to bore you guys right now with that. So you've seen the settings. You've got up to date with the rosters. Ladies and gentlemen, Philadelphia, it's time to start our career. Bang! Keep salary cap on. Bang! Oh, yeah. So here we go, officially started up in the 24-25 season with the Philadelphia Flyers. We got our new look GM mode, all these new screens, making it easier for me to go through. And this is what this video is going to be all about. We are not live streaming right now, but I want to hit the ground running, and I need to know what the Philadelphia Flyers fan base, you guys, want from this team. Now, we'll take a look at the rosters. We'll take a look at the potential moves that we can make. We'll do all of that. This is going to be a summary video, right? But I mentioned to you guys guys that we had some new rules. And with the coaching staff, this is what I want to show you guys. Now, hang on a second. No. I went to hire. Where's my staff? Hire staff. Hang on. I'll find this. Box go. Where the heck is your coaching staff? There you go. So if I got to hire staff, I can't jump to my staff. Who knows? There he is. The man, the myth, the legend, John Tortorella. Oh, man. The fan art is going to be incredible with this. Veterans. A teaching specialty of veterans will help prevent veteran players from declining. You know what? It's not bad for a guy like Sean Couturier. Oh, man. We got a lot of big boy contracts on this team. So the entire GM mode now has the coaching depth of actual head coaches in here. But the thing I wanted to talk about, see the bottom right corner? We have $8.018 million of staffing salary. Now, with owner mode off, that means you can just go over that. So this guy Boys, right, if I wanted to offer him, I know this is ridiculous, but if I wanted to go over, the budget remaining says, what, $566,000? If I wanted to offer this guy $2.2 million, the game would allow me. So what I think I'll do this year, just because I don't want to hog all the best coaches, because then other teams can't get them, we'll come up with a number that I'm allowed to exceed the budget by, just because that's how you get it to grow from year to year. But we will make sure that I'm not going something egregious, where if my coaching budget is $8 million right here, I'm going to spend $12 million on the best coaches, right? So I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about that. You've already heard what we're going to do with the scouting. I can send the scouts out to specific regions, but I am not allowed to get surgical with the scouting, all right? You got to let the scouts do what they want to do. So you got the coaching staff, you got the scouts. We are here. I mean, you got the morale, talking about season goals with Travis Konechny and Sanheim. Injury report. All right, so captains and jerseys. Sean Couturier is your captain here in Philadelphia. Number 14. Forget what this guy was drafted, right? But I'm not a big fan of that contract. I'm not a big fan of the overall. Not a big fan of a lot of things. We'll get to that in a second. Scott Lawton as the alternate and Travis Konechny as the alternate. All right. So now that we know the captains on this team, we might as well stop wasting time. Roster moves, and let's see what we got here in Philly. All right. First, on the back end, the goaltender situation. Urson, what's his first name? I'm gonna have to get up to date with all this. Samuel Urson, 24 years of age, 6'3", so a good overtime goalie when we jump in there. The taller, the better. Poise at 80. Oh yeah, you got the new screen now. The contract, there's nothing with the no move clause or anything like that. You take a look at a guy like this, medium starter, 83 overall. You could absolutely turn this guy into an 87, 88, 89 overall goaltender, but you're gonna have to perform with him. All right, so 24 years of age. Yeah, you're going to have to get some good seasons right there. Fedotov, fringe starter, 27 years of age. There's nothing really right there. In the system, what do we got? Kolosov, 22, a low starter. Peterson, an exact backup. All right. Is there a better way to actually look at the, I thought it would show the potential right here. Did it used to in the last game? I got to click on every single, all right, brand new game. Carson Bjarnson, 19 years of age, medium starter. So, no elite prospect goaltender. It was supposed to be Carter Hart, but we're going to have to move on past that. So the goalie situation, other than Urson, it's like maybe like a B plus, maybe. You know, there's no great prospects there. I'll give it a B. Travis Sanheim on the blue line, 86 overall, 28 years of age. But what did I see? Yeah. So a no trade clause for this year, no trade clause for next year, no trade clause for the year after that, and then you got a modified no trade clause for 12 different teams when he's, what, 31, 32? So that's actually not that bad. But a guy like Travis Sanheim, I mean, I can make it work, for sure. What's he doing? Point-wise, well, the points from previous years are not really going to matter. We're going to have to see how he performs here. Let me take a look at some of these stats. Yeah, I mean, it's all there. The base is there. 3.5 to 4 stars, basically, in every single category. And how much is he making? 6'4", 6.250? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a Travis Sanheim on this team, all right? But we have to really do worry about no movement clauses this year. I don't want to get tied down on players that I can't move around, right? Cam York. All right, when was this guy drafted? By Philadelphia, 2019, 14th overall. You're going to notice this about the Philadelphia Flyers. All their draft picks, they're holding on to them. They're growing them. They're all kind of the same age, right? Are they going to become something, or are they going to become busts? So when I look at this guy's stats, it's the same thing as the goaltender. If you got a guy who's not the elite, but like the next level up, so the goalies was medium starter. For this guy, it's going to be a medium top 4. You could get him to 87, 88, 89 overall. It depends on how he simulates. So I like his passing. We need the passing to get up there. We need the offensive awareness to get up there. Don't like the shot accuracy, so I don't think he's going to be a goal-scoring defenseman. Physical is not there as well. Defense is meh. But 23 years of age, if we can get him some power play time, if we can get him like 40, 50 points a year, you might get this guy to grow. And then when you get X factors and all that, maybe. And the same can be said for Jamie Drysdale. Acquired Jamie Drysdale from Anaheim after their draft pick, Cutter Gauthier didn't want to play here. He was drafted 6th overall in 2020, right? So York in 2019, Jamie Drysdale in 2020. I know he's got the medium elite potential. I really hate that. I can't take a look at their potential from this screen. Did they change that? I got to click on every single play. Damn it. I hate that they put that in there. So a lot of people are saying there's no way Jamie Drysdale should be medium elite. I like his numbers a lot better than Cam York's numbers. And he's got the medium elite, but he's already 22 years of age. So the same thing with this guy. We've got to get these two defensemen playing, but by playing both of them, will they take points away from the other guy? Should we cut one of them and just use the best one on the power play, double them up, and do the Andreas Kurtz style? Like, you got York and Drysdale, young players, but we got to decide what we want to do with them. Eric Johnson, 82 overall, 36 years of age. All right, there's a trading asset. Zamula, 82 overall. He's got medium 7th potential. What? 6'3", 24 years of age. Another guy, early to mid 20s. Good overall, decent potential, not a star. Oh my God, Rasmus Ristolainen on this team? No way. No trade clause. No team's gonna take that. 5.1 million. Oh my God. So Sanheim, York, Drysdale. Then you get to some Andre. Let's see, this guy, 22 years of age, medium top 4. That could be something. A little bit low for already 22, but if you grow him, maybe. And Grons, let's see, medium top 6. All right, so York and Drysdale are the ones you want to try to grow. Sanheim is absolutely an NHL talent for the next 3 years, and then the rest, yikes, not looking very good. What about this guy, Sealer? Holy shit, he's got an X factor, a shot blocking X factor. 6th defenseman. He's down there. How many years left? No trade clause. Oh my God, he's got a 4-year deal. He's in the AHL. No trade clause for this year and for next year. 31 years of age. Jeez, Philadelphia. Look at this. I really got to click on every player to go through. All right, I'll just go through this. Adam Ginning. I'm trying to look for potential. Oh my God, Ryan Ellis is in there. I'm trying to find any guys with potential. Medium top 6. Medium top 6. There you go. Oliver Bonk, medium top 4. When was he drafted? In 2023, 22nd overall. If we develop Oliver Bonk, he might become something. What kind of defenseman? Two-way defender. All right. Brian Zanetti, medium 7th. Gill. Yeah, all right. So first thing I'll say is why injury status? Get rid of the... Oh, you know what it was? They had to remove the potential to add in the clause, right? EA, you got rid of the potential from this screen, making it a lot harder to sort through all your players, but oh well, so be it. So I didn't really see any stud defensemen other than that Bunk guy, but is he a stud? I don't know. Right wingers, Travis Konechny. All right, now we're getting to some good players. 88 overall, 27 years of age. What kind of contract? Woo! Locked up long term. He's only making 5.5 right now. I think that's going to change. Oh my God, I hate the screen right now. I got to say, this screen is not giving me what I want. Where do I got to go? Roster move? Maybe I go to contract instead. Contracts. Let me go to view contracts. I can't move players around from this screen. There you go. Now I got the potential back. All right, so instead of roster moves, go to contracts. You learn new things every single day. So there's Travis Konechny. Yeah, he locked up. Oh, baby. Just making less than $9 million per year, but locked up. And was there no move clauses on that? Hang on a second. Oh my God. No move clause through 30-31. So Travis Konechny is going to have to be a part of this team. So be it. He's got X factors. Which X factors? Tape to tape. That's really good. Tape to tape is very good. Let me see these individual stats. Passing is good. Offensive awareness is good. Shot is pretty good for a two-way forward. Physical is good. Skating is really good. Defense is good. Faceoffs is not there. You can play right wing, left wing. So when I look at this guy, I see like maybe a two-way playmaker. I want to see how many goals he can score. But if we're trying to get some goals scored, he's got to be on that first-line power play. He's got to be on that first line for sure. Travis Konechny, and he's locked up long-term, and we can't move him. All right, so, and he's got that exact elite. Owen Tippett. Now, he's been locked up as well, right? 6.2 for another 8 years, but we can trade Owen Tippett. All right, good. Good. And this is something we really have to worry about. No movement clauses, right? He's already got wheels and he's got beauty backhand. Let's see these stats. Got a very good shot. Offensive awareness is low. Passing is low. All right, so he's a shooter. Now, I don't know about his shot frequency, but this is the guy on the team that I guess you'd want to just put on the first-line power play alongside of Travis Konechny and see how they perform with one another. He is a sniper, so the shooting category should be the category that grows, although he's already 25 at 86 overall, so is there much more room to grow? Maybe to 87, maybe to 88. Remember, all those second-tier guys, they can get to the high 80s, but you're not getting them into the 90s, right? It's going to have to take like a real special year. But here you go. Here you go. All right, Matvei Michkov. Better than Connor Bedard. We got him at 7th overall. Thank you very much for Daniel Briere for that. GM Superbman has got the reins now. It's crazy, right? That Russian tax, that KHL tax. I don't want to get into the politics of it, why certain teams didn't select this guy, feeling like maybe he's not going to make it to the NHL, not knowing what the future is. But man, we landed. That's a legitimate first overall pick there. 85 overall, 19 years of age with high elite potential. Just missing out on that franchise, but if we grow him, maybe he can reach franchise potential. Now, let me take a look at some of these stats. Now, he's a playmaker. I don't like that. I wish this guy was a sniper. Can we change that through the game now? We will see. Puck skills is good. The reason why playmakers, by the way, just to get off topic, playmakers can score goals. The shot frequency is important, but the thing that sucks about him being a playmaker is that when he grows, the puck skills category is going to receive the biggest boost, right? And if you take a look at his shot, it's only 3.5 stars. So that shot, his slap shot accuracy is only 80. His wrist shot accuracy is only 82. Like, he could go throughout his entire career and only get those to 85, 86, right? And we've seen what it takes to be 50, 60, 70 goal scorers. You need shots in like the mid-90s, right? So Matvei Michkov, a playmaker, maybe play alongside Owen Tippett, but he's also a right. Oh man, we got 3 wingers in Owen Tippett, Konechny, and Michkov. Oh, already running into problems. But here's your future, Philly. Here is your future, all right? What about this guy? Bobby Brink, drafted in the 2nd round in 2019. There's another sniper. Decent stats, 23 years of age, medium top 6. See what I mean? All of these guys, medium top 4, medium top 6. I mean, what will they become? Forrester, drafted in the 1st round in 2020, 23rd overall. 6'2", right wing, another two-way forward. All those stats are right there. Oh my God, this is going to be a weird team. We're going to have to choose who we want and get rid of who we do not. Tumala, nothing really down there. Okay, so there are all the right wingers. Left wingers, Joel Farabee, same thing. 2018 1st round or 14th overall, two-way forward. They're all like identical on paper. We're going to really have to jump in to see how they perform. Cates, two-way forward, 25, no potential there. Delorier, he'd be that grinder, right? Yeah, grinder. In the system, let's see, nothing. It's like all the same type of player. And then the center core, there he is, your captain, Sean Couturier, but I do not like this contract, all right? He can help us out right now, but 31 years of age. Good thing we got John Tortorella on our team. He can keep him from regressing, but next year, 25, 26, he'll be 32, then 33, 34, 35. I can't trade him until he's 36. I can't trade him till he's 36, and he's going to be making $7.750 million. These no movement clauses have added in a brand new challenge for GM Superbman. We're going to have to make it work with Sean Couturier. And we got all these other two-way forwards underneath. Oh, my God. Frost. All right, so Frost, medium elite, 25 years of age, though. It's almost like a Jamie Drysdale. I don't think he's going to grow too much more. And he's a playmaker. We already got Matvei Michkov as the playmaker. Konechny is like a two-way forward playmaker. A lot of the two-way forwards are probably going to play like playmakers as well. Oh, my God. Can you say the playmaking two-way Philadelphia Flyers? Scott Laughton, two-way forward, 30 years of age. Can I trade this guy? I can trade Scott Laughton at least. Jesus. And in the system, Luchenko. Let's see, Jet Luchenko, drafted 13th overall by the Philadelphia Flyers. Another playmaker, all right, so that was last year's pick. 18 years of age, good. We can grow him, but again, another playmaker. Barkley, when was this guy drafted? In the 3rd round last season. Playmaker. Fucking playmakers. There you go, all right? So, your Philadelphia Flyers, the two-way playmakers. You know what? We'll jump right from that to the edit line screen. Let me see what I got here, all right? Because I want to, before we do any simulating, I want to hear from what you guys want to do. We'll talk about what our goals should be in a second. I just want to see what I got here. Oh, my God. All right. All right. Now that we got the visuals on the screen, there's a few different paths that we can go down with this team. You guys know what the GM Superbman path is, right? I always like to trade everyone away and start the rebuild fresh. But that's usually because I take over teams that need that. When I look at this Philadelphia Flyer team, a lot of young players on this team. It's like you want to develop them to either A, see what they become, or B, maximize the trade value for when you eventually do trade them. Because are we going to win a Stanley Cup in the year 1, year 2, year 3, right? It seems like we should just try to develop Matvei Michkov and see where he takes us. What kind of player is he going to become? Is he a goal scorer? Is he a playmaker? Got to find a line mate for him. Is it Owen Tippett? Is it somewhere else, right? So Matvei Michkov, let's see. He does like the first line. The best line for Matvei is the first line. Thank God. Owen Tippett. Let's see. Best line for Owen Tippett is the first line as well. Can I get anybody in there to help out? Sean Couturier, Paling can go in there. Oh, my God. But I also want to get Travis Konechny playing, right? So, what do I do here? Michkov. Michkov is our main guy. Oh, man. So Konechny's got to get the first line. Maybe Couturier on the second line to help out Michkov. Owen Tippett. I don't want to neglect Michkov and those points, right? Oh, my God. Farabee then maybe up top alongside of Lawton and Konechny. I got to go Sean Couturier on the first line. It's got to be, you have so many, I'm seeing the problem now. You have so many similar players, and you have to play these players, right? Michkov, Konechny, Couturier, Farabee, Tippett, Lawton, Forrester, and Frost. Jeez, they're so similar. Thank God we got York and Drysdale. That does help us out. Now, what are their chemistry looking like? Drysdale is a pinch shoot. York is a pinch cycle. Couldn't just get lucky, could I? Couldn't just get lucky. Had to split them up. What's Travis Sanheim? Sanheim is pinch cycle. So it's saying that it should be Sanheim and York on the same line if we can find it out. Drysdale. Oh, man. They getting this team to work with John Tortorella is going to be a pain. But the power play, let's see. So if I was thinking about the power play, I think I'd take Couturier off the power play because I think I'd want to make sure that York and Drysdale get as much time, right? But then who takes the face-offs? And you're at a -2. So I put like York over here with Drysdale, Tippett, Konechny, Mitch. Oh, this is a rough team. This is a rough team. So now that I'm looking at this roster, I'm trying to think about what we should do. I don't want to make any crazy trades. I don't want to just say, the season's not going to happen. I want to give these guys the chance to play, but I don't know, man. It should be about developing the younger players because ultimately, if I take a look at our division, right? Where's our division right now? Where are we? We are down there in the Metro. You got the Hurricanes, you got the Blue Jackets. Maybe we could be better than the Blue Jackets. The Hurricanes got a better team. The Devils got a better team. The Rangers got a better team. The Capitals, Ovi's still going to score 50 goals in this game. The Penguins still got, you know what? I'll show you guys this. This is what you've seen our lines, right? So first up, the Carolina Hurricanes. Our division. Are we beating them? We don't have a 91 overall. It's just not happening. On the blue line, it's just not happening. And in the net, what do they got? Backup is better than our starting goaltender, right? So you're not beating the Carolina Hurricanes in your division. What about the Washington Capitals? You guys know what I've said about Ovi. That's a legit, you can't look at Ovi like, oh, he's old. He's going to get 50-plus goals with that. Strome is an 88. Tom Wilson is there. Maybe they don't have the depth on this team. They still have the 50-goal scorer. Maybe we can compete with the Washington Capitals. Maybe. Let's see the Pittsburgh Penguins, right? Same problem. Those older players are going to simulate well. It's not real real life. This is a video game. Crosby's still 94 overall, right? We do not have that. Carlson's an 88. Letang's an 86. What do they got in the net? Ooh, a little bit weak in the net, though. Maybe we could take it to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Rangers, no way in hell. No way. With a 95 overall, Artemi Panarin. Lafreniere is now an 87. What about the blue line? Oh, yeah, Adam Fox. No way in hell are we beating the New York Rangers, all right? What about the Islanders? Islanders here. They got a good blue. Oh, my God. Pulak, Pelech, Dobson. That's enough. That's enough right there. Barzell and Horvat. Maybe. I don't see an advantage over any of these teams. And what about, there's two more, right? New Jersey. They're not going to beat New Jersey. New Jersey's got the 94 overall Jack Hughes. I'm telling you, when it comes to the game simulation. And this is what I mean about, I want franchise. Oh, he is high elite. I would have thought that they would have made him franchise. Oh, well. So we're not beating the New Jersey Devils. And last but not least, the Columbus Blue Jackets. Yeah, we could probably beat the Columbus Blue Jackets, although I've seen them simulate well in the past, right? So maybe you got a nod on the Blue Jackets, maybe on the Islanders, Pittsburgh and Washington. I still think they're going to simulate well, but you're not better than the Devils. You're not better than the Hurricanes. You're not better than the Rangers, right? So realistically, are we going to make the playoffs this year? Realistically, should I be making trades to try to make it into the playoffs this year? You know, what should our goal be? And that's where I'm going to leave you guys. Ultimately, in year one, what should we be trying to accomplish? I think as the first day on the job, I don't want to start making crazy moves. I don't want to start making trades to try to make the playoffs in year number one, but nor do I want to just go into full-on rebuild mode. I want to give these guys the chance to perform, but I want to really micromanage the regular season and figure out who's who. Who scores the goals? Who gets the points? Who kills the penalties, right? Who works well with one another? And who doesn't, we'll flip them for another asset that can actually come in and help us out. So I'd love to hear anything and everything from you guys. It is wide open. The next episode, we are going to be streaming it live on Twitch and on YouTube, so make sure you guys are subscribed with notifications on. You don't want to miss anything. And that's when we're going to start the season simulation so that the fans live with us there in the stream can give me suggestions after every single game. All right, so Philly, it is time that we stop the pain. It is GM Superbman, assistant GM Lindros, and coach John Tortorella that is going to bring Philadelphia back to the Stanley Cup Finals and break the streak of losing in those finals. No more pain, no more losing. We are going to do it, Philly, and I will see you guys in the next one.